Hello and welcome to Jaws on Sports with our post. Where were we at? Kansas City UFC Fight Night discussion. I'm Mike. There's Zach. Zach's driving. We're on Interstate 35. We just left Jack Stack Barbecue, just south of Kansas City. It was decent, but Joe's Kansas City Barbecue was much better. The original gas station location there on 47th Street. Don't you agree, Zach?
Much better.
Much better. But then we both agreed, shout out to Clark's Crew Barbecue in Oklahoma City off the Northwest Expressway, I believe. We both agreed that they were better than Jack Stack. And that's saying something. So anyway, when you're visiting Kansas City, go to Joe's. I think that Jack Stack was kind of overrated. Kind of a shame, but hey, we'll get over it. But last night we went to the T-Mobile Center downtown Kansas City to check out Fight Night, which had the main event of Max Holloway, the great Max Holloway versus Arnold Allen. So what'd you think, Zach, of the main event?
Good competitive fight. Very enjoyable to watch. High level guys. I think the Allen guy, he's got a good future for him. He's just gotta, build some more experience and keep going. Excuse me. Max is the best besides the champ. Just how good is Alex Volkanovski?
Yeah, that guy is incredible. And he almost beat Islam for the lightweight title. And if he got another shot at that another year from now, he might very well win the thing. Of all the things that Zach and I have done, we've never been to a UFC fight, so this was quite the experience. And let me tell you something, the T-Mobile Center down there was packed. They announced 17,000 and change for the crowd. We were right in the center of the place in about the 12th row of the lower bowl, which were great seats. A little bit lower, I don't know, we would have been looking up more, I think. Those were great seats where we were at. Boy, the Kansas City crowd was rowdy. Holy mackerel, I tell you. Did I say holy mackerel? Oh gosh, that's pathetic. But that crowd was rocking and rolling. There was a whole bunch of people buying crappy beer, stuff that I would spend my hard-earned money on, but that was flowing all over the place. It was a great card, and it's interesting because at the very beginning, the very first fight was a dubious judge decision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we were wondering how it was going to go, but the rest of the card, I think we agreed that all the judging was pretty good after that. There were some cool knockouts. What'd you think of Edson Barboza?
Yeah, he's the man. Always fun to watch it. The fight was pretty competitive up until that knee. It was perfectly timed in place.
He ate that knee. Oh, Billy Q.
He didn't eat anything. He got knocked out.
Yeah, Billy Q, he kind of lunged in a little bit, walked right in to that right knee of kickboxing extraordinaire Edson Barboza, and that was it. And that guy, Barboza's always been fun to watch. He's been around forever. He's one of those guys that can knock you out in a split second. Both hands, both feet, and in this case, the crazy knee that he busted him with. That was really cool. We saw some other stuff. The local boy, Zach Cummings, boy, the crowd was into him. Wow, that was something. And Ed Herman, who was the longest tenured UFC fighter, those two fought. Cummings beat him. I think that was the third round TKO, I believe.
Yeah.
And both guys retired in the octagon at the same time. That was kind of cool. So, there were some other fights. Was it, in particular, Gillian Robinson she came and she armbarred. I don't remember who the gal was, but that was an impressive finish. Robinson, she's moved down a weight class, and she could cause some problems there, maybe.
Roy Allen, what's his name? Nicolau.
Yeah.
Mateus Nicolau. That was a top 5 fight.
Yeah.
Got put away 2 minutes in.
Yeah, flyweights. Yeah. See, what else did we have? There were 14 fights on the card. There were a couple of really good stoppages.
That one Brazilian chick got knocked out bad.
Yeah, that was brutal. Ground and pound. Yeah. Then she was griping that the fight should have continued. No, when you get knocked out that bad, the fight does not need to continue. So where does Max go from here?
He's beat everybody except the champ. I think he'll fight TKZ here.
Whoa, Johnny. Boy, the wind is blowing like 40 miles an hour here on I-35. Typical Kansas, Oklahoma, West Texas, wherever went today. What if Volkanovski somehow gets beat?
Oh, if he gets beat, then Max fights. Yeah, here.
Yeah. So that's our next fight. I think here he's the interim. I don't know why they have that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't subscribe to the interim. But Dana White didn't ask what I thought, so I can even. But the place was pretty cool. You know, we had Daniel Cormier and Michael Bisping on commentary. We could see them. They were just right in front of us, not that far, maybe 50 feet. That was pretty cool. Lots of interesting stuff around the octagon with the way that they manage it that you can't see on television. Like, I always wonder, who is the dude that opens up the octagon door real quick and gets out of the way? Those guys, they had that on target, man. They got that door open in like half a second, got out of the way, so the coaches and the cut guys could go in there and do their work. It was pretty cool. If you haven't been to a UFC fight, I honestly don't think I would take my 5-year-old kid. Would you, Zach? Yeah, I don't think you don't have any 5-year-old kids, do you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Good. I don't think I would do that. Guys, if you're taking your lady, just make sure that she can handle a very rowdy crowd. Lots of beer is going to flow at a UFC fight. Nothing wrong with that. But it is very, very loud. And in a place like Kansas City, probably even more so, because they got their world champion Kansas City Chiefs and Arrowhead. That's always one of the loudest crowds ever. It was a really fun night. It was kind of a pain in the butt getting out of the KC Live 13th Street parking garage that was right across from the T-Mobile Arena, but what can you do? So, any final comments on the weekend?
It was pretty cool. Yeah. Had fun.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll be looking for another fight sometime. But yeah, in Kansas City, Joe's Kansas City Barbecue, best in the world. Be sure you check them out when you're passing through Kansas City. Even if you're not, make a 1,000-mile detour and go to Joe's. It's worth it.
I don't know about that.
All right, folks. So we're heading back to Oklahoma City now. I hope you like and subscribe. This is a kind of a quick after-action report on UFC Fight Night from Kansas City. So Jaws on Sports. Like it, subscribe it. Tell 50 million of your closest friends. And we will see you next time. Thank you.